Hello, everybody. How's everybody? It's undertale time. It's undertale time, guys. I haven't played the PC version of the game since. Hi, Panic. I haven't played the PC version of the game since like 2019, July. Like I checked, and dude was like, "Yeah, you haven't played since July 13th, 2019." I was like, "Oops, oops." Because I definitely booted the PS4 version of the game some point in the past couple of years, but that's a whole different ball game. Anyway, so how is everybody? Because Pixel, hi Pixel. We're gonna be doing some Undertale. Exciting. I'm doing great. Yes, I mean, so the stream is probably gonna have some weird sounds every now and again, and that's because the new boiler is being installed. So that's the ender. Let's go. But yeah, that's all right. All right. And there goes the music, so we can switch over to this. Wait, I forgot to do something. I am a fool. No! That's what I forgot to do. Anyway. See here. Oh no! There it goes. Thank you. I made that ages ago when I first planned to play the game. Like, back in, like, September, I think? And it was like, I gotta finish E7 first, and then I could do Undertale. It is also kind of funny because when you bring up the game, it does try to... OBS tries to like, use my Deltarune capture to play Undertale. And I think that's kind of funny. I haven't... I'm probably gonna struggle just a little bit because I haven't played this game in so long, especially not on PC, so... Press 2 or enter. I do think it's funny. This is just the start of screen. I'm just gonna do Dreamy. Bam. Yes, it is correct. I love how it just gets really close up on the screen. Like, are you sure this is right? Are you sure? And I love the cold open. Just like, yeah, you're now in flowers. It's so weird to think about the fact that Undertale is older. It's like been since like 2016. Ugh. It's so weird to think about it. That's been almost 6 years. Oh no. Here comes my funny voice. Flowey! I'm Flowey! Flowey the flower! underground, aren't you? I'm gonna be able to do this voice every single time. Every time I do plowing, it's gonna be something different. Golly, you must be so confused. Someone ought to teach you how things work around here. I guess little old me will have to do. Ready? Here we go! That's what I'm gonna do. See that heart? That is your soul, the very culmination of your being! Your soul starts off weak, but you can grow strong if you gain a lot of LV. What's LV stand for? Why, love, of course! You want some love, don't you? Don't worry, I'll share some with you! Down here, love is shared through little white friendliness pellets. Are you ready? Move around. Get as many as you can. Hey, buddy, you missed them. Let's try again, okay? No. Is this a joke? Are you brain dead? Run into the bullet. This pellets. You know what's going on here, don't you? You just wanted to see me suffer. Oh. Die! I'm just gonna chill here in my box. That sound effect. Okay, I'm gonna try. What a terrible creature, torturing such a poor innocent youth. Ah, do not be afraid, my child. I am Toriel, caretaker of the ruins. I pass through this place every day to see if anyone has fallen down. You are the first human to come here in a very long time. I know she doesn't say very, but I just wanted to put that. Come, I will guide you through the catacombs. This way. I think I might turn Undertale down a little bit more sound-wise, because I think it's very loud right now. Just a touch. It's already really, like, down low, but... There we go. Hi, Toriel. Shadow of the Ruins looms above, filling you with determination. HP fully restored. Save. Welcome to your new home, innocent one. Allow me to educate you in the operation of the ruins. I wanted to do the puzzle. The ruins are full of puzzles. Ancient fusions between diversions and door keys. One must solve them to move from room to room. Please adjust yourself to the sight of them. Now. Oh, we can go. I always forget this part. Hand-hold the tutorials. I get it, tutorials. Anyway. To make progress here, you will need to trigger several switches. Do not worry, I have labeled the ones that you need to flip. What if I just want to flip all of them, Literal handhold. Splendid. I am proud of you, little one. Let us move to the next room. As a human living in the underground, monsters may attack you. You will need to be prepared for this situation. However, worry not, the process is simple. When you encounter a monster, you will enter a fight. While you are in a fight, strike up a friendly conversation. Stall for time. I'll come to resolve the conflict. Sure. Whatever you say. Practice talking to the dummy. Can I poke it? I want to poke it with a stick. I want to check. I always like checking. Dummy attack with 0, defense 0, a cotton heart and a button eye. You are the apple of my eye. It doesn't have a mouth. It can't talk. You talk to the dummy. It doesn't seem much for conversation. Toriel seems happy with you. You won! You earned 0 EXP and 0 gold. Ah, very good. You are very good. It's she! I'm trying to interact with it again, but it's not working. Darn it! I swear there's something you could do with that dummy again. There's another puzzle in this room. I wonder if you can solve it. I want to talk to the dummy. Ah! Yeah. It's not that difficult. Oh! I forgot the first fight happens here. You can't really do anything. Like, you could, like, if you click check, life is difficult for this enemy. Why? It's a frog. Who doesn't like frogs? Toriel, you didn't have to glare at the poor guy. Toriel, why can't I go? This is the puzzle, but... Here, take my hand for a moment. Yes, here's the literal hand holding. My hands are not on the keyboard right now, so this part's funny. Like, this puzzle's really easy because the solution was literally in the last room. So, puzzles seem a little too dangerous for now. I'm gonna go see if the... It's also funny because you can't actually hurt yourself on the spikes. Like, there's literally no way you can hurt yourself on the spikes. Oh, Dummy's still here. I just wanted to see if he was still there or not. So I feel like some point the dummy does leave, and I don't remember when it was. I've done it before because I'm fixated on that dummy because I want to know what that dummy's doing, but because I know it disappears at some point because I've gone back before and checked before leaving the ruins, and it's always gone before I leave the ruins. So I'm always wondering when it actually leaves. So you have done excellent thus far, my child. However, I have a difficult request to ask of you. I would like you to walk to the end of the room by yourself. Forgive me for this. Look at how intense the music is. How scary. Isn't this scary, guy? Part of me always, like, when I first played the game, I thought something might actually happen. Like, at random. Feel no more. I love that the pillar is so big. Greetings, my child. Do not worry, I did not leave you. Do you ever think about the fact that because she's just standing behind the pillar, that Frisk would probably see? Like, you would be able to see... Like, from our perspective, it makes sense. You can't see Toriel. But if you're just walking down, you would absolutely see Toriel hiding behind that pillar. I was really behind this pillar the whole time. Thank you for trusting me. However, there was an important reason for this exercise. To test your independence. I must attend to some business, and you must stay alone for a while. Please remain here. It's dangerous to explore by yourself. I have an idea. I'll give you a cell phone. If you have a need for anything, just call. Undertale embraces whack video game logic like that. Yeah! I think there's something that, if I remember right, there's the lamp in Snowdin too, where the same thing happens. So how long are we gonna wait here, guys? What button do I push to bring up the menu? Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah! Flirt, then call her mom! Sure, why not? Huh? Oh, ha ha. How adorable. I could pinch your cheek. You could certainly find better than an old woman like me. Mrs. Toriel! Huh? Did you just call me Mom? Well, I suppose. Would that make you happy? To call me Mother? Well then, call me whatever you like. Mrs. Toriel! You want to know more about me? Well, I'm afraid there is not much to say. I'm just a silly little lady who worries too much. Let's just do say hello. Mrs. Toriel. You only wanted to say hello? Well then, hello! I hope that suffices. Okay, we're good. Yeah, I'm good to go. Let's go. We've done enough. Oh. Hello, this is Toriel. You have not left the room, have you? There are a few puzzles ahead that I have yet to explain. It would be dangerous to try to solve them yourself. Be good, alright? Let's go. I want the candy. Yeah, I'll just take one. I don't want to make a mess! Playfully crinkling through the leaves fills you with determination. Crinkling? It's such a weird combination of words. I like it though. Frog Ribbit, ribbit! Excuse me, Huseman. I have some advice for you about battling monsters. If you act a certain way or fight until you almost defeat them, it might not want to battle you anymore. If a monster does not want to fight you, please use some mercy, human. Ribbit. Oh! Oh, it's a Whimsum. We can just mercy. Bye, buddy. Poor little Whimsums. I think I just fall, don't I? Yeah, this is the one where you just fall down and then go like that and you're done. A Frogget! Hello, buddy. Compliment. Frogget didn't understand what you said, but was flattered anyway. Blushes deeply. Ribbit. Oh, I took damage. Frogget seems relaxed. I need to get used to the gameplay again. It's been a while. Hello, this is Toriel. For no reason in particular, which do you prefer? Cinnamon or butterscotch? This is actually kind of hard. I like both for different reasons. Okay, chat, I'll leave it to you. Should we do cinnamon or butterscotch? I know it doesn't technically matter, but... Everyone I watch at once. Butterscotch. Oh, I see. Thank you very much. Ring. Hello, this is Toriel. You do not dislike cinnamon, do you? I know what your preference is, but... Would you turn up your nose if you found it on your plate? Right, right. I understand. Thank you for being patient, by the way. I'm gonna move my mouse off of my leg so I don't knock it over. What up? I'm just gonna read this because I want to. 3 out of 4 gray rocks. Recommend you push them. I missed my attempt to push the rock. There we go. Let's see if I could do this from memory. Oh no, I went too far! I was so close! I did it almost perfectly from memory. I'm gonna go up here. Bye, Frogget. Let's try it again. There we go. We did it! Alright. Pair of Froggets hop towards you. Oh boy. Hop, hop. Need to dodge. Wait, what is it? The battlefield is filled with the smell of mustard seed. Mustard seed? Meow. Why did it meow? Meow. Oh, this is the one that moved. That. Whoa there, partner. Who said you could push me around? Hmm? So you're asking me to move over? Okay, just for you, Pumpkin. Hmm? You want me to move some more? Alrighty, how's this? Hmm? That was the wrong direction? Oh, okay, I think I got it. Buddy. Hmm? You wanted me to stay there? Yes, I did, actually. You're giving me a real workout. I mean, you just staying there doesn't seem like it'd be that much of a workout, but okay. Mouse. I love the mouse. This cheese has been here quite a long time. It's stuck to the table. Knowing the mouse might one day leave its hole and get the cheese fills you with determination. Yes, recurring character. Yes, the mouse is very good. Are they gone yet? This ghost keeps saying Z out loud repeatedly, pretending to sleep. Move it with force? Yeah. Oh, we did! We did, didn't we? There was a whole, like, puzzles based around mice getting the cheese in Deltarune. Oh, the mouse finally got the cheese. I'm gonna cheer them on. You gave Napstablook a patient smile. Eh. Please don't cry on me. I don't think I'd survive. Where did that fly? I mean, it flew over my head too, so... Napstablook looks just a little bit better. Oh, I'm gonna cheer him up again. You'll told Napstablook a little joke. Really not feeling up to it right now, sorry. That's okay. Cheering seems to improve Napstablook's mood again. Now let's flirt. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Napstablook wants to show you something. Let me try. There it goes. I call it Dapperblook. Do you like it? Yes. Napstablook eagerly awaits your response. Let's flirt! I'm going to flirt this time. Oh no! I usually come to the ruins because there's nobody around. But today I met somebody nice. Oh, I'm rambling again. I'll get out of your way. There he goes. Yes. Flirt with the ghost. Oh, here we go. spider bake sale. All proceeds go to real spiders. No. I want... Oh, I don't have 18. I'll take this. I got a donut! Frog it. Wait. Did you miss it? Spider bake sale down to the right. Come eat food made by spiders, for spiders, of spiders. Ribbit, ribbit. Sigh. My friend never listens to me. Whenever I talk, they skip through my words by pressing X. That's right. Pressing X. Well, at least you listen to me. Isn't there like a frogget right here, like a mini one? No, not there. Oh, I found it! There's an ant-sized frog in the crack in the wall. It waves at you. Cute. Adorable. Ribbit, ribbit. I heard using F4 can make you have a full screen. Frog first try. I just remember being by a small hole near the first frogget. That's how I remember. Just don't hit Alt F4. What does F4 stand for? 4 frogs? I have only seen a maximum of 3 frogs in this room. This is troubling, to say the least. Ribbit. No, there's 4 frogs. I saw the 4th. Ribbit, ribbit. I have heard you were quite merciful, human. Surely you know by now, a monster wears a yellow name when you can spare it. What do you think of that? Very helpful. It's bad. I do think the second option is funny, but we're just gonna do very helpful. It is rather helpful. Remember, sparing is just saying you won't fight. Maybe one day, you'll have to do it even if their name isn't yellow. Ah ha ha, that's not foreshadowing. Hello? I just realized that it has been a while since I've cleaned up. I was not expecting to have company so soon. There are probably a lot of things laying around here and there. You can pick them up, but do not carry more than you need. Someday you might see something you really like. You will want to leave a room in your pockets for that. Like, I mean, the only thing I have right now is the spider donut and the I keep almost hitting spider donut and the monster candy. I know I constantly. I'm gonna actually go into each of these. Hello. I fell down a hole, and now I can't get up. Go on without me. Wait, ghosts can fly, can't they? Oh well. Carrot! Vegetoid came out of the earth. Dinner. You pat your stomach. Vegetoid offers a healthy meal. Eat your greens! Not those greens! Vegetoid cackles softly. Oh! I ate the greens so I could spare. I harvested that carrot, yes. Oh! Okay, we have not seen either of these. Talk. Sexy wiggle. I don't care! Oh, I got hit. I'm gonna spare him. Being me is the best! Yeah, dance. Wiggle that dance. Let's dance together. Now we can say bye. Oh no, it's not this one. I remember which one it is now. The one that we want to go to is this one, I think. You found a faded ribbon. You equipped the ribbon. Remember right, that gives the bandage. Yes. Bandage. Heals 10 HP. It has already been used several times. It's sad though. I'm gonna harvest another carrot. But first we gotta do... Check. Luke's. Don't pick on him. Family name, Eyewalker. Please don't pick on me. Ow. I'd like it if you don't hit me either. Finally, someone gets it! Luke's is staring right through you. Look at that glove! Got him mid-animation. Amazing. I'm just gonna do dinner again. So I want that heal. I want the heal. No, no, come back to me! I didn't get it! Give it. No, 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 no! Okay, I got it. It didn't really heal me a lot because I got hit again, but that's okay. Mike Wazowski. Yes, Luke's does look like Mike. Someone combined Mike Wazowski with Luke Skywalker. It's fine. I'm sure. Right, this one I have to spare. La la la, just be yourself. So the mouse is okay with that. Oh, did I? I didn't hit the I did not hit the lever. Did I? There we go. I did hit it. Like I went down there and I forgot to hit it. Cha cha cha. It's against 2. I might go back to the spider bake cell. Right there. It's always... Bar door is not an exit. It's only marks a rotation of perspective. Hi, buddy. Ah! No! Leave me alone! Sir! No! You can gnash your teeth all you want. Just stop hitting me. I have to switch? Press it. Yes. Yay! I did it! No, that's another one. I'm just gonna... Because I think there's one that you do have to pick on. It smells like eye drops. I just don't remember which one it is. I think... Which one do we have to hit here? Okay, it's the red one. Ah! Not again! Oh, it's an easy one. Swing your arms, baby. I can't swing my arms, but I can do a little wiggle. Little bit of a wiggle waggle. That wiggle waggle soul dance. So I think it's the green one, which is... Yay! I did it! Oh no! Dinner! Ah! Spare. Quit staring at me. In unison now. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh, we're gonna just have a little bit of a monster candy. It's fine. Legion. We are Legion. Don't pick on. Filthy single minder. Rude. Well, just be yourself. Wiggle waggle. There's really no need. Hive mind propaganda. I mean, it does seem like they are a hive mind when there's others around. So let's actually go over here. Rocket! Ribbit, ribbit! Just between you and me. I saw Toriel come out of here just a little while ago. She was carrying some groceries. I didn't ask what they were for. We're all too intimidated to talk to her, Ribbit. Toy knife. I gotta fulfill the prophecy. And by prophecy, I mean this. It's just a generic description for Undertale, so. As the scroll is foretold. Oh dear, that took longer than I thought it would. How did you get here, my child? Are you hurt? There. I will heal you. I should not have left you alone for so long. It was irresponsible for me to try to surprise you like this. The iceberg was pretty, but the perspective is really weird. Yeah, it is, actually. We can go back in a second and show it off a little bit more. Well, I suppose I cannot hide it any longer. Come, small one. I'm not that small. Rebellion! Just because you're a giant goat, Mom. God. Yeah, the perspective is kind of weird because right here you're like looking top down on the balcony, but the perspective looks like the way it would look like if you're like standing on the balcony and looking at it, out on it, like the perspective works when you're like standing on the balcony. But not when you're like looking down. If that makes any sense. You should see more of the roads of the ruins. Let's go save the game. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Maybe we are just really high up and the rest of the underground's really deep in the mountain. Seeing such a cute, tidy house in the ruins gives you determination. I want to go back to the spider bake sale. Like, maybe this is the highest point in the ruins and it's probably the only reason people don't... Humans probably perish all the time. Yeah! Good tool. I sure did. I'm not gonna pick on you. I'm not gonna pick on you. I'm in a staring contest. Ow, I took a hit to the face. Yeah. Honestly, I'm surprised we didn't break a bone, considering how far that fall was. Like, even if it was only like a few feet. That still should have like twisted a ankle or something. Obey the Overmind. No, I got it. See, as soon as you get the Migsom on his own, Migox, he doesn't want to be a hive mind anymore. It's the magical red acted soul power. Kind of scared of spoilies, so. It's fine. It's just the underground's super magical, and that's the reason no one dies when they fall down very deep holes. Oh, Spider Bake Sale! I think I have enough to buy this now. Yes, I do. Some spiders crawled down and gave you a jug. Thank you! I'd also like another spider donut. Yes, no one dies in Undertale. Unless someone decides to play too enthusiastically with that toy knife. Do little stabs with the toy knife. Please stab responsibly. Yes, make sure that your form is at least correct if you're going to stab someone. If you're stabbing someone without proper form, then are you really doing a good job? You smell that? Surprise! It is a butterscotch cinnamon pie. I thought we might celebrate your arrival. I want you to have a nice time living here. So hold off on stale pie for tonight. Here, I have another surprise for you. First rule of nice safety is to have fun! These books are worn. They must have been read many times. Isn't there a calendar or something? Or is the calendar somewhere else? I can never remember. Oh, there it is! Inside is an old calendar from the beginning of 21X. So anywhere from 2011 to 2019. This is it. A room of your own. I hope you like it. I got hair ruffles. Yeah, I know, right? We're already 2 years past Undertale time. Is something burning? Make yourself at home! And there she goes. Toys. Look at these cool toys. They don't interest you at all. An empty photo frame. It's really dusty. Box of kids' shoes in a disparity of sizes. I wanted to see if they would do the flower. Took place in just 24 hours. Oof. That would be, I mean, that would explain why. I mean, you could also just make the argument that time passes differently in the underground. Pie! My pie. You found a slice of butterscotch cinnamon pie. I'm gonna go snoop. Room under renovations. It's you! You have seen this type of plant before, but you do not know its name. Inside the drawer are flower seeds and some broken crayons. Yeah, the iconic mirror. And where would we be without that mirror? We can learn its name, though. Go look up here. It's an encyclopedia of subterranean plants. You open to the middle. Typha, a group of wetland flowering plants with brown oblong seed pods, known more commonly as water sausages. Hey, wait. I feel like I've seen this cactus before, but as an enemy. Ah, the cactus. Truly the most tsundere of plants. Let's look at what's. You peek inside. Scandalous! It's Toriel's sock drawer. Just a regular old bucket of snails. I remember something that looks like this, and like... maybe I just misremembering. Or I'm remembering something else. Oh well. Let's go read the joke book. Historial's diary. Read the circle passage? Yes. Read the passage. Why did the skeleton want a friend? Because she was feeling lonely. The rest of the page is filled with jokes of a similar caliber. Let's sleep in Toriel's bed. Definitely bigger than a twin-size bed. And now I think this dialogue changes when you read this. Oh! It is a water sausage. Yeah. Can I turn the light off here? No! My power has been stripped from me. Hi. The size of the pie intimidates you too much for you to eat it. Inside the cupboard are cookie cutters for gingerbread monsters. There's some white fur stuck in the drain. For some reason, there is a brand name chocolate bar in the fridge. The stovetop is very clean. Toriel must use fire magic instead. But how would that work, though? Actually, like, does Toriel just hold the pot in her hands and it boils? Like, that's generally what I'm like imagining what's happening. Look, there's a small chair. Probably a medium chair. And a large chair. I think this small chair is the perfect size for me. I'm gonna pull a Goldilocks. The ends of the spools have been filed down to make them safer. It's a history book. Here's a random page. Trapped behind the barrier and fearful for further human attacks, we retreated. Far, far into the earth we walked, until we reached the cavern's end. This is our new home, which we named Home. As great as our king is, he is pretty lousy at names. Is it the same one? Yeah, it is. I want to touch the fire. Toriel, I'm gonna touch the flames. It won't let me touch the fire! I can't commit arson! What have you done, Toriel? Up already, I see. I want you to know how glad I am to have someone here. There are so many old books I want to share. I want to show you my favorite bug hunting spot. I've also prepared a curriculum for your education. This may come as a surprise to you, but I've always wanted to be a teacher. Actually, perhaps that isn't very surprising. I mean, you're literally named Toriel. It's an LED screen. You're just putting your hands on the screen going, I want the fire! Arson! I want to... Yeah, she is a teacher in Delta. Still, I'm glad to have you leaving here. Oh, did you want something? What is it? Nothing. For now. Well, talk to me again if you need anything. Well, first things we're gonna do is this. Humanity. Yeah. We're gonna... I think you should play upstairs instead. Enough of the hand-holding! It is dangerous to play here. It is drafty here, you will catch a cold. I'm just gonna keep going and going. It's dusty here, you'll catch a cough. I want to see how many different dialogue there is. I'm testing the limits. There's nothing to see here. I want to see if I can trigger her trying to destroy the door just by doing this. Do you want to read a book? I do not like the game you are playing. I'm not playing a game. Well, technically I'm playing a game, but why not go for a walk in the yard? Well, I want to go to the backyard. I want to go to the backyard, Toriel. I want to play in the backyard with all the snow. Really now. I want to play in the snowy backyard. She just keeps doing the dots. Oh, she's just doing the dots now. I'm gonna do it one more time and see if it's the same thing, but the face she makes. Okay, now we have to go talk to her. I think we got all of her dialogue. Oh, hello. Do you want to hear about the book I am reading? It is called 72 Uses for Snails. How about it? Fine, I'll listen to it just this once, but next I want to know about the ruins exit. Here is an exciting snow fact. Did you know that snails have a chainsaw-like tongue called a radula? Interesting. Yeah. Won't bother me with anything else. I have to do something. Stay here. I'm gonna follow you. Wow, she is fast. She's just a speed demon. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna teleport right to the bottom of the staircase while you're struggling to even get to the door. Oh yeah, I love how it got dark and quiet. Oh, you wish to know how to return home, do you not? Ahead of us lies the end of the ruins. A one-way exit to the rest of the underground. I am going to destroy it. No one will ever be able to leave again. Now be a good child and go upstairs. No. I was literally talking about arson. You really think I'm a good child? Every human that falls down here meets the same fate. I have seen it again and again. They come, they leave, they die. You naive child, if you leave the ruins, they, Asgore, will kill you. I am only protecting you, do you understand? Go to your room. No. Rebellion! Do not try to stop me. This is your final warning. Teach me fire so I can be an arsonist. You want to leave so badly? You are just like the others. There is only one solution to this. Prove yourself. Prove to me you're strong enough to survive. Humans aren't really made to be underground for very long. Like, humans will go stir crazy. We need the sun. You couldn't think of any conversation topics. Oh, fire. Ah! Oh, I missed my- I went down just a little pixel too low. Toriel looks through you. You try to think of something to say again, but... Oh, whoops. That's fine. Toriel is acting aloof. Maybe I should die on purpose now. Talk! Ironically, talking does not seem to be the solution to the situation. Whee! Toriel is acting. Okay, let's just go in and... Oh, do I have to actually do the fight? Oh, ow. I can't remember. It's been a while since I played this part. Okay, there we go. Prepares a magical attack. Okay, I guess it's stabby time. Oh wait, can I also just spare? Oh yeah. Yeah, keep dotting at me. I don't care. I'm stubborn. Ah! Why am I so bad at this? I'm gonna use up all my spider donuts! I always get hit by that hand. What are you doing? I'm stubborn. Attack or run away? No, thank you. What are you proving this way? Oh, oops. I would take that hit. I would just take the hit like an idiot. Fight me or leave. Nah. Ow. Stop it. Oh, I did it that time. Stop looking at me that way. What way? I can't see my face, so... Gonna use the bandage. You already applied the bandage. You can retain HP. Gonna die terribly. Go away! Okay, we're not at that phase yet. Okay. I am in trouble. I am in trouble. Oh. Oh, are we at this phase now? Okay. Yay. Mommy angry. I know you want to go home, but please, go upstairs now. I promise I'll take good care of you here. I know we do not have much, but we can have a good life here. Why are you making this so difficult? Please, go upstairs. Pathetic, is it not? I cannot save even a single child. No, I understand. You would just be unhappy trapped down here. The ruins are very small once you get used to them. It would not be right for you to grow up in a place like this. My expectations, my loneliness, my fear. For you, my child, I'll put them aside. We did! I almost died! But hey guys, we haven't died this entire stream! Woo! If you truly wish to leave the ruins, I will not stop you. However, when you leave, please do not come back. I hope you understand. Hugs. Warm hugs. Goodbye, my child. I'm gonna go save the game. Also, I'd like my health to go back up, so I have to go save. So the worst part about this hallway is you can't really tell that you're actually moving anywhere until you hit the edge of the screen or see the stairs. Should we go back and buy another spider donut? I want to go back and buy another spider donut. I'm gonna go back and buy a spider donut. I really like those spider donuts. Also, I don't want to use the spider cider, because we're gonna need that later. I want to skip a boss fight, and the only way to do that is to actually have the spider cider. It's actually kind of hot in my room. Like, stuffy. Weird. I haven't had my room feel stuffy in, like a while now. Alright, let's go get another spider donut. Spider donut for us. Yay! I'm gonna buy another one. Because I'm inevitably gonna run into some fights on my way back. So I'm gonna get some of that gold back. This game is so, like, ingrained in my brain that even though I haven't played it in, like, near, like, 2.5 years, I still, like, know what to do. Risk is now just gonna uncomfortably stare into your soul for a little bit. It's fine, it's fine. We can live with this. So I'm actually going... We're gonna close out the game. There we go. So, the plan was just to do the ruins today. And... yeah, I wasn't expecting to go through it that quickly. I think I overestimated the last time, like the first time I played the game, it took me a little bit of time to go through the runes. But that was mostly because I think I was just confused about how to do a couple of the things. I had to retry that path puzzle a couple times. And the tutorial fight really confused me the first time through. Because I didn't know what I was doing. Yeah, you really watch people. I got the game a couple months after it first came out. And I've had it since then, so... like, let me see. Like, I even got the version that has, the soundtrack on it. Like, if I check it, it says playtime. Almost 20 hours. But... yeah, part of it's just because, today is also kind of a busy day for me. I have packages I have to take later. Like, to family and friends. So I have to do that. And then I'm going to dinner. And then I also have, like, a few other, like, project things I gotta work on. That I was not able to start earlier. Because of the boiler. So... yeah, the boiler's been fun because it's been very loud. this past hour, it's actually been fairly quiet, which is nice. But, you know how it is. I kind of wish that Steam would tell you when you picked up the game. It might be fixed. They've been working on it all day because they've been replacing the boiler, which is probably why my room is stuffy right now, because it's almost fixed. I think they might just be finishing stuff up, but earlier they were working on it so loud that you could, like, they were drilling stuff in, and it was, like, shaking my wall so hard that the frames I have on my wall actually, like, looked like they were gonna fall off, and I was really nervous about that. Like, most of them won't fall too far because there's, like, a surface underneath them. Like a shelf. Well, it's actually my dresser, but they'll just slide down, like, a foot or two and they'll hit the dresser, so that's okay, but I had my cat trapped in here so he wouldn't get in the way. But he was so loud. He was meowing so loud people outside of my room could hear him. Like, my poor baby did not like. He does not like it when people do stuff like that in the house. But, I have a noise reduction thing on my mic, so that might help with that might have been helping with some of the sounds. Anyway, that being said, I think the next stream should be longer because we're going to be doing Snowdin, and there's a lot more talking and things to do in that area than the runes, because the runes is basically just a tutorial area. But alright, for the playlist, because I always got. This is the Spotify playlist I have playing right now. Anyway, we're gonna be streaming Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic on Thursday. And that's gonna be fun, because we're gonna get a lot more. We might be finishing Tatooine that day, so it means we won't have to worry about. Well, it doesn't mean we won't have anything to worry about, but it does mean that we'll have, like, 2 planets left, and also the space station that we have to go to. And from what I looked up, the space station is the only place you can get the orange lightsaber crystal, and I'm just. I need the lightsaber crystal. I want it. Hopefully nothing breaks. Yeah, I need it. Well, okay, so, like, here, really fast, I'll show the. Where is it? Here it is. See, this is my Star Wars thumbnail because I forgot that the orange sabers weren't very common. Like, they're hard to find in the first game, because I think they're easier to find in the second game and also in the online game. Which, maybe if it doesn't shut down, we'll play that as well in the future. I also want to play more Wakfu at some point. It's just that the next week's gonna be insane! Yeah, next time I'm playing Undertale is gonna be next Tuesday for sure. It's just that that's gonna be earlier than today's stream. Like, a couple hours earlier, because I work from, like, at, like, 4:30 p.m. for me. And normally I'd start streaming at 3 p.m. 2 to 3 p.m., but that's not going to be a thing I can do next week. Just because work is a priority I have. that being said, yeah, so basically schedule is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic is 3 p.m. Mountain Standard, 5 p.m. Eastern on Thursday. Monday we have our next Minecraft stream where we finish the Swamp House. Or at least the first floor of the Swamp House. And get that, and maybe go to the end. I was possibly considering going to the end and looking for shulker boxes. Next Tuesday we're gonna do Snowdin for undertale. And then next Thursday we're going to be doing Hack GU Volume 3. I'm excited for that. Because then we get the dual guns. Pew pew. I really am just delighted by the dual guns in Volume 3 for .hack because they just feel really good. Like, there's a lot of games that do have, like, characters with dual guns, but they don't feel the same. Like, I just like how the ones in .hack GU feel really a lot. But yeah, that'll be on Thursday. And the streams from next week, from Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, will be at 12 p.m. Mountain Standard. Well, 11 or 12 p.m. Mountain Standard. I will decide for sure what times they'll be. Like, I'll announce those times for sure on Thursday. Yeah. It's just I gotta get ready for work. It's a bit of a pain, but if you guys can't watch them live, just come watch the VODs. I'm happy with that too. But if you stayed this long and you've enjoyed the stream, feel free to follow. I would super appreciate it. I have a VOD channel on YouTube, which is right there. That has a bunch of the previous playthroughs I've done. Aha, I sniped you, Panic. I did it before you could. Aha, I stole your job. Your job's mine now. No kidding. Yeah, I have that VOD channel that has all of my previous VOD streams on it. So it's got all of Eve 7, which I think the last one of that's going to be gone tomorrow on Twitch. So if you're interested in that, watching all of those, they were earlier this week. I mean, they're on the last one's actually going to be posted tomorrow on YouTube. Well, it's going to become live tomorrow. All the Minecraft and Stardew Valley streams are there. The Undertale streams are going to be there. The Deltarune ones are there. I have some Kingdom Hearts streams there from when I streamed the first game and Dream Drop Distance. Like, forever ago. Like, Dream Drop Distance I streamed live, like, 2 years ago. I might do another stream, set of streams with that game. I don't know. Because I do plan to do all the Kingdom Hearts games eventually. Like, I might, when they finish Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, I might switch to Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories and do that game instead. And then when .hack GU is finished, I'll do KOTOR 2. Anyway. Yeah, that's just generally the plans that I've got going on. Anyway, again, if you enjoyed, I super appreciate a follow. It helps me out a lot in general. Same with on YouTube. If you subscribe on YouTube, I'd super appreciate that. Like, just in general, I really appreciate it. And then the follow logo pops up. Because the next follower goal is the Final Fantasy XIV raid stream, where I do at least one raid for each expansion. So that will be fun. I'm actually genuinely excited for when I can do that, because I do really enjoy the raids in Final Fantasy XIV. Anyway. That being said, I'm going to head off now. So you guys should have... This is a threat? Not really. I'm joking. You guys should have a... I hope you guys have a good day, a good night, and a good week. And I'll see you on Thursday, December 16th.